You're such an asshole.
All right, take two. I'm gonna hurt Mike. The client sent me this request, and I had seen this video before, and then he says, and I pulled it up. I was like, oh, this one, and it was painful. Captain, in the spirit of Valentine's Day, I'm wondering if you'd break down this video, remind us all why being single these days isn't all that bad. This video is from NBC News, and these women have seemed to become a parody of themselves. Yeah, it's mainstream media, it's news, and some director or editor or whatever the title is decided to expend resources on putting this video together and wasting editors' time and video editors and these people who made fools of themselves, the women that are in this video. I'm sure you'll really get a chuckle out of Lana. She's real peach. Yeah, she's like, oh my god, I'm a teacher, and she talks like that. I'm like, you can't be serious. You can't, it's one thing if you see it on TV or, like, it's a stereotype, and then you realize, no, that person actually exists in the real world. The stereotypes are becoming standard. They're not parodies. That's what's sad about this video. This is not a parody. This is real world. Half the time can you tell if The Onion is a legitimate story? With that, The Onion is a spoof news site. But man, nowadays sometimes their articles, the titles are like, yeah, that may be a true story. It just might. And if it weren't for being on The Onion, there was a good chance it would have been true. He provides the link. I'll provide the link below, but I'm not going to stream it here. I wanted to kind of do the live takedown, but I don't want to get copyright infringement. Happy to make a donation. I'm sure we'll all enjoy your take, Mike. And so, I'll pull it up here, even though I can't play it. You got to watch it, because the number one concern again that I have, giving younger men advice about dating, that I haven't done in a long time. And is it really that bad? Is it really that bad? And I got to rely on other people, like our good buddy Chad Elkins, some younger people, some of you young gentlemen out there. Like, yeah, it's horrible, it's horrible, it's horrible. Roosh talking about the arms race with smartphones. But then, is it? I haven't been. And then I see this, it's like, wow. So the video is just a bunch of precious millennial girls, and they do the line to being fabulous. It's just and all the the title is Millennial Women Reveal All in Quest for Passion, Love, and Money. And it wouldn't be so sad if they were actually hubristic and arrogant to have these delusional, like what they're talking about, no anchoring to the real world, none, completely scripted, completely spoon-fed in the nursing home for millennials called K-12 education. And you could tell they have drank the Kool-Aid. There is no altruism or selflessness. There's no, well, I just want my husband. And it's all about, I gotta balance my feminism, and I don't want to make more. I would like to make more money, but not too much more money. And all these childish, very childish things. If they think this is what life is about, they are guaranteed to have miserable lives, because there's nothing like, I want a man to rock my world in bed. I want to be as strong, and I like being female. None of that. It is your career, your education, and money. That's all it is. And that's fine. I'm not saying you shouldn't care about those things. Not saying women should go out and be accountants or engineers. But how it's prioritized. And then also how they're, like I said, it'd be sad. But they're not arrogant or cocky or trying to do this you go thing. That's what they want. They are... there's no agenda. This is what they really want. So they're completely clueless as to what they're going to get in the real world and what they're expecting to get in the real world. It's stereotypical. The Lana gal, of course, is a teacher. I think she is the most laughable of the bunch. Yeah, the like to dislike ratio is huge. I thought it was 33,000 likes. It's 37 likes and then 1,400 dislikes. The comments, marriage is dead and these entitled basic females killed it. Who in the right mind would marry any of them? The like to dislike ratio is classic. Time to invest in cat food. None of them are babes. Some of them are good looking. I won't deny that. Women don't love men. They love what men can provide them. Me, money, buy me this money and I'm a princess. Vampires sitting around a table discussing the blood type of their future victims. Millennial women, vapid, that's the word, vapid. Narcissistic and materialistic. And that's the point I would make. I don't think they're narcissistic because that would require you consciously put yourself first in this entire time. These are automatons. These are robots. There's not a spark of life in any of their eyes. It's just, this is what I've been told to say. This is what I'm going to say. I'm a feminist. Yeah, I'm a feminist, but when it comes to dating, I'm traditionally like, no, you can't have it both ways. I'm a Jew, except when it comes to Islam. Like, wait, hold it, time out. Transition. I want all the authority that comes with being a man and none of the accountability. Also, I do work. I still want a man to pay for everything. But why are we so unhappy? The whole video summarized men are utility. Total feminist, but I'm also traditional. I didn't hear anything about love, just money and jobs. Yep, that came from a woman. Horrifying. What chance do like 90% of all men have when all women care about is money? It's true. Yeah, they were far more honest with their words than they perhaps realized and may have wanted to be. Any man who watches this and still thinks the happily ever after fairy tales, where the woman falls in love with the man for his character rather than his money and status, needs to pay close attention to the actual words they are saying, and don't let the causal tone fool you into thinking this is an absolute truth. Yeah, I think it is. I don't think they have an agenda. I think they're being 100% honest because this is what they've been told to want. First attention grabber was that they link dating and money together. Many men already know this, but there was a time I would never have believed all they cared about is the money. They never once mentioned what kind of character a man should have, his deportment. This guy's well written. If he should be honorable or kind or even just loving towards them. The nearest they come is saying they want to be treated like a princess, which is very different to being loved. They all say they date men who earn more money than them and want a man who will spend that money on them. Best example is the girl who mentions she wants a guy who will buy her an expensive handbag, then immediately realizes she let out more than she wanted on camera and tried to backtrack quickly, but the cat was out of the bag. All she wants is the money status, nothing more. It's sad because I do believe this is cross-sectional because of its accidental filming and accidentally how truthful and exposing this is. I still have a hard time believing, I guess I gotta believe it. But guys, it's just murder out there. And I think all these gals live in New York, so that may have it biased. But there's a video I put out, be prepared for the fact you'll probably never marry. And it is in part because of this, not because these girls are not quality women, although I'd argue that too, but they're more importantly than that, they are not trained to be wives. They are not trained to be supporting mothers and supporting wives. They are trained to be careerists and be educated, to have jobs and to make money first. And then there's absolutely no consideration or training given. Oh, you gotta train your wife. That sounds no. What, like, think of all the training they go in. All the training they get in work and school and diversity and political leftist thought and feminism. How much training goes into, well, here's this thing called men, and if you'd like to have a relationship with them, here's some kind of basics, men 101. Here's some basic things we like about men, or we know about men. No training is given into that. None. And you can see, again, they're very untethered. It's kind of moot and academic and cute that they're talking about marriage or men, because it's obviously not a passion of theirs. They don't get excited. It's very subdued. The energy in this conversation is almost depressing. But you guys have got to watch it all. You've got to watch. All boys have to watch. It's not that long of a video. It's only 4 minutes, 44 seconds. But yeah, if you ever wonder, oh, what's wrong with me? Maybe nothing. Maybe this. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.